The purpose of this video is to show you how to use GIF Maker. GIF Maker allows you to upload images to a website and string them together into an animated GIF. And it's pretty simple to use. So I'm starting off here on my website and I have a link for GIF Maker. So I'm just going to click that. And it is a very bare bones kind of looking site, but it works very well. At this point, you've taken a series of images that you're going to combine into a GIF animation. And then we're just going to click on Upload Images. I'm going to go to a file of images that I've already prepared. So I'm going to click on the first image in the sequence that I want to upload, hold my Shift key, and then click on the last one, and it creates a contiguous selection. Then I click Open. It's now uploading the images, so I'll wait till that happens. And of course, the more images you have and the larger those images are, the longer this process is going to take. And now that the images are uploaded, it's going to show us each of those images. And I'll point out that you can drag the images to change the order, but do yourself a favor and try and make sure that those images are in the correct sequence at the time of upload. Otherwise, you could spend a lot of time rearranging things. So let's just assume that I'm happy with the order of the images. I'm taking a look over here in the little preview area, and that shows me the animation. And if you took a look at some of those or stop motion animation examples I have on my website, you might recognize this as a little portion of one of those videos. I'm going to keep the canvas size at 100%. That is not 100%. That's just the little preview area. The actual animation, if we keep everything at 100%, will be the size of those images. So you might choose to make the canvas size smaller, but if you make it larger than 100%, there's a good chance that the final animation will be quite pixelated. Now, animation speed is something you're probably going to want to adjust. There'll always be a default value there, but I can click and drag this slider to make it faster or slower. So the more I drag towards the left, the slower things are going to play back. And you can see that right now it's playing back so slowly, it seems to barely move at all. So what you want to do is you want to click and drag and assess and see if the speed of the animation is what you want. I'm going to keep moving this slider towards the left, which speeds things up. Once I've established the canvas size and I'm happy with the speed, I want to create an infinite loop. So it even tells you what the settings should be for that. 0 equals infinite loop and 0 is the default, so that's easy. And then we click on the Create GIF Animation button. Now what's interesting is that you're not going to get a notice saying, hey, your GIF is complete. It's not going to open up in its own little window to show you what it looks like. What you need to do is click on the View the GIF link that's underneath those buttons. So I'm going to click. So now I can see a preview of my GIF animation. If I decide I need to go back and tweak the speed, maybe this is a little too fast, maybe it's a little too slow, whatever it is, then you can just click on back into this and make those adjustments. And of course, every time you make an adjustment, you'd have to click on Create GIF Animation again. So I'm going to go back to the GIF Animation viewer, and I want to download this GIF image. I'm going to save the file. I've moved the finished GIF file from my Downloads folder into my Project folder, and now I want to do two things before I decide it's finished and I'm ready to hand it in. First is to change the name. So I'm going to name it with my last name, my first initial, an underscore or hyphen, and this is for the animation project. And now I want to make sure that it's going to play back correctly. Now if I double click this, it's probably going to open up in preview if you're on a Mac, and I'm not sure where it would open up if you're on a Windows machine. So I'm just going to drag and drop it into a web browser to see it play back, and then I can watch it play back, make sure that I'm happy with the result, and now I'm ready to hand in the file.